Hey guys, Jason DLT Trading coming to you today, May 23rd, 2025 with this week's DLT Trading Inside Scoop. Jumping right in today, we have, and I am wearing gloves today because we have some higher end Damascus knives, a couple of them I believe at least, and I was screwing around with a knife earlier today and cut my thumb. So, hence the surgical gloves today. First up is the Finch Widowmaker, available in 4 different handle materials. We have a burled wood, a dark matter carbon fiber, I believe, Arctic Storm fat carbon, and a nightcrawler saw cut bone. Nice Wharncliffe, nice aggressive Wharncliffe. If you look spine down though, plenty stout on the point that you don't have to worry about the point being fragile, even with its very pointy tip. Really nice looking knife. And for those of you not familiar with the Finches, they all flip and have amazing action, all at a very reasonable price point. I believe these are $149. I think the carbon fibers are 10 or 20 bucks higher, but all right around the $150 price point. So definitely a lot of knife for the money. They also have really nice packaging. Includes a couple of cool stickers always with each of their releases, and a Band-Aid, which incidentally I could have used today. So again, the Finch Widowmaker. And these are currently available. They dropped today, so these are available on the site. Okay, next up we have a couple of recent releases from Herman Knives. Herman Knives are based over in Poland, and it's a maker that I've long admired. I think they're some of the finest folding knives and pens available anywhere on the planet. Here at DLT Trading, we're proud to offer them. Probably the largest stocking dealer in the U.S. In fact, I think we are. We sell the most of anybody. These are kind of hard to come by, but well worth the money and always sell out fast. As you can see, the packaging is always on point. The sub $1,000 to $1,500 ones have these nice boxes with a foam cover that matches the model of the knife. Like for instance, this is the B. It has the outline of it as well as the model name. Comes with a disassembly tool, some really nice oil that is specific for these knives. A nice engraved titanium certificate of authenticity. Kind of neat, I think, that COA is made out of titanium. Tells you the model, the blade steel, which this one is RWL 34. Titanium grade 5 handle on it, titanium grade 5 clip. Backspacer is grade 5 titanium. Again, this model is the B. Exquisitely done always. Myriad of finishes and texturing on the various models. Centering, I don't think I've ever seen one that wasn't absolutely perfect, and action on them is fantastic. If you're looking for a high-end knife to add into your mix, they don't get better than the Herman Knives. The next model is going to be one of their more premium fitted ones, which then comes in a deluxe wood box. Looks like some sort of hardwood oak or something with a titanium overlay on it. And then inside, once again, you have the really cool foam cover that has a laser engraved version of the knife as well as the model name. This is the Ishtar. And this one is just incredible. Black Damascus for the handles. Black Damascus clip. Damascus backspacer. Blade steel on this one, M390 at 61 Rockwell. Again, these are all serialized. This one is number 651, has the titanium certificate of authenticity. Absolutely beautiful knife. And as always, action is on point. And on this particular one, the price on it is, this one's $26.99.99. So not an inexpensive knife, but very expensive materials, flawless execution, unbelievable action, packaging that is sure to impress anybody that you may show. Check out the Herman knives, currently available at DLT. They do sell out fast though, so depending on when you're viewing this, we may not have any in stock, but it is something to definitely check out, sign up for notifications, and when they come into stock, definitely check them out. They also have started making some really world-class, beautiful pens. I didn't have any to show in this video because we are currently sold out on those. But those start in the $200+ price range and go up to $500-600, but really, really nice pens. Next up, for your viewing pleasure, the Bark River Custom Shop Stowaway. These are all hand done by Jim Stewart of Bark River Knives. I think we had about 10, 12, 15 of these on the drop. Looks like we have a couple available, which may be sold out by the time you watch this video, but just nice to show off in case you're looking for one on a future drop. Starting off, they do have a tapered tang. This one is green canvas micarta with brass hardware, red liners, and a unique dark wash blade finish. Comes with a leather sheath, certificate of authenticity. CPM 3V steel is the steel on it. Price point on this one would be $475. At the $495 price point, have a really cool walnut burl with a damicarta inlay running longitudinally, which is kind of unique. Some little carbon fiber pins, brass liners. Again, 3V steel. Just a more traditional dark wash blade, and this one you're at the $495 price point. Again, those are made by the Bark River Knives Custom Shop, which is done by Jim Stewart. Jim is the son of the owner, Mike Stewart, and a very accomplished knife maker who makes really world-class knives. We don't get a lot of the custom shop knives throughout the year. Probably in the course of a year, somewhere 70 to 100 of them. Check out the Bark River Custom Shop Stowaway while available. Here we have the, well, we'll just back up a minute, and what these are in is a case that we came up with to sell for your tools to assemble and disassemble the Hinderer knives. So you can put your armorer's tool from Hinderer in there, as well as it does come with these 4 bits, and then you can put whatever in here. A lot of times if I'm taking one apart, I'll just drop the screws and things of that nature in there. I think these run about $30 or so. Has the DLT branding on it, and just something nice to keep everything organized, which I definitely like to do. But what we're actually showing off here, and Kat has these pretty tightly in there, is a new product from Hinderer, which is their Backspacer, XM18 Backspacer. Available in a variety of titaniums. We have stonewash working finish, of course the anodized colors. And what this is intended to do is your standoffs that come standard on a Hinderer, you would remove those standoffs, and then that backspacer goes in between there. It doesn't really affect the function of the knife per se, but I do think it gives it a really clean, kind of neat look. And Hinderers have always been known for the ability to modify and accessorize, and certainly this gives you more options. Again, clean finish, as well as being able to do matching colors, contrasting colors, whatever you wanted. So real neat product from the ranch over at Hinderer Knives. Price point on these, they are all tie, and again, they're available in anodized finishes, battle anno working finish and stonewashed, made of titanium, made in the U.S. in Ohio, and those run $85. And those are available currently if you look in the Hinderer knife section under parts and accessories. This week from Microtech, we've got a couple of Socoms. We have a Socom Elite as well as a Socom Elite Auto. The Socom Elite Auto runs 322, Socom Elite runs 358. The Socom Elite is in a Tanto configuration, turquoise aluminum handle with the grip tape inlays, Tanto blade finish. And this is a -1 configuration, which means that it's got the black blade with the satin flats. Again, the Socom Elite should be, going from memory, 161-1 TQ, I think would be the configuration on this one. And then we've got an auto. So the automatic, again, is a Tanto configuration. This one has the apocalyptic finish blade, so this would be like 161A-10 APRD, I believe, just going from how their configurations are. Again, price point on this one, $322. Blade steel on both of these is a proprietary steel that Microtech uses, which is M390 MK. MK for Microtech knives. Really, really awesome knives for the money. The autos open lightning fast. The manuals are very smooth. Socom Elites, during the entire period of COVID, I think it was nearly impossible for us to ever have them in stock. Now that we're kind of at a more normal point in the industry, it's nice that these are fairly available. They make a great carry choice at that price point. USA made, which is always nice, especially in light of the new tariff situation. Check those out. Next up, the LUDT, and this one's going to be in OD. Standard drop point blade on this one. These, for the money, I think are they're absolutely fantastic. This LUDT runs $262, USA made. Great blade steel, again, the M390 MK. So an awesome, awesome knife for the money. Side opener, opens lightning fast. Nice to get a good purchase on the knife. Very nice size, easy to carry. That is the LUDT. This particular one is going to be the configuration 1135-10 APOD. Again, the apocalyptic blade on that one. And then finishing off the new Microtechs, we have a Hera and a mini Hera. The Hera, that one, the code on it is going to be 1705-1T. 1 meaning, again, you have the black blade satin flats. The T meaning tactical. So this is the tactical configuration, which basically means all of the hardware and everything is black. So everything's blacked out except for the little bit of the flats that are satin. Otherwise, 100% blacked out, murdered out, whatever you want to call it. This one is a recurve, which is, recurves are always good looking. People get a little worried about sharpening them. Honestly, even using like a KME or whatever, I've not had a big problem sharpening them. I don't think they're terrible. You know, if it's a real aggressive recurve, that's one thing. This is just kind of a slight recurve, and they definitely add to the looks of the knife without question. Did want to show kind of the contrast in size between the Hera and the mini Hera. It's quite a bit. I mean, there is a big comparison there, right? You know, if you look at the length, yeah, it's 3/4, so you think 75% of the size, but overall, when you look at it, I mean, there is a stark contrast there, right? The mini is actually, that one's going to have Baker Forge copper Damascus on it. That one is double-edged. It's also got the deep engraved claw logo engraving, which really I think looks cool. The Baker Forge copper Damascus is always amazing, always impresses. These in the store are always an eye catcher. And price on this for the materials, frankly, I was a little surprised when I got ready to do this video that this was at $644. with the Baker forge and the deep engraved handle. I thought it was going to be a little pricier than it is. So not inexpensive, not implying that, but I think for the money, you're getting a lot of stuff here. A lot of bang for your buck in an American-made folder. Check out the Hera and Mini Hera from Microtech. Coming in with a really nice price point is going to be the Beshtech Cicada's wing. And this you're looking at a price of $49.90. Blade on it is 3.15 inches. Overall length is 7.2. Steel on it is 10CR 15 MOV. We've got this available in white G10 and purple G10. Crossbar lock, and the action on this is really good. I mean, if this knife was 2 or 3 times the price, the action on it would be good. At 50 bucks, it's amazing. It's great action. I like the blade shape. Nice belly on it. Nice fine point for detail work. Nice and thin too. It's a tall blade that is pretty much flat ground. I mean, there is a little bit of a saber grind like right here, but very tall blade with a nice gradual flat grind. So this thing is super slicey. $50 price point. This one is made in China. So given tariffs and things, these might be all over the board down the road in price, but for right now, you're looking at a $50 price point. And again, handle materials white G10 and purple G10. So this is not plastic, it is actually G10. $50 crossbar lock. A lot of value for the money. I'm excited to show off some of the new knives from Zero Tolerance and Kershaw next. There were a few other ones that I didn't cover. I did want to kind of cover the ones that I thought were some of the best out of this release. And we'll jump right in with the Zero Tolerance. And this is the 0203. So it is, again, a crossbar lock manual opener. And this one, price-wise, you're looking at $296. Blade steel is M4, so great blade steel, 4-inch blade, 9 1/4 inches overall. So I think this knife, more so than any ZT in some time, really yells old school ZT. So I was really excited about these when I saw the early release. Excited when we got them in. Love M4. It's a great blade steel. And this is a big knife. Kind of like when you think of a ZT, what a ZT should be. This is it. And it does have the Duralock on it, which is ZT's version of a crossbar lock. And I think they do it as well as anybody. They really do. G10 handle scales on this. Clip is reversible, right or left. Tip up. So tip up, right or left hand carry. Manual opener from Zero Tolerance, brand new. And again, $296, 0203. Next we have a new one from Kershaw. This will be the Launch 21. Really nice anodized handle scales, anodized aluminum with some nice inlays. Automatic, like the Launch series does. It opens lightning fast. We've literally had people in the store launch these, hence the name, I guess. They've not been hanging on and, just kind of doing one of these, and they hit so hard that it comes out of their hand. I think it would be hard if you're a knife guy for that to happen, but very nice firm opening. Great aesthetics, nice size handle, very comfortable. Awesome blade, I think. Just visually fantastic, great for utility. So this one, price-wise, the Launch 21, we're selling this at $164. This again has M4 blade steel, so a great blade steel on it. 8.4 inches overall, 3.45 inch blade length, so it gets you under that 3.5 inch carry restrictions that some localities have. USA made, right in Oregon. Been out to the factory there. It is a very impressive factory filled with robots and really qualified American workers. Kershaw is a little bit ahead of the tariff game. They've been slowly clawing back production. Their U.S. production, I don't remember what the percentages are, but since probably about 2020, right about when COVID started, it's literally 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, whatever higher. Kershaw has really been on an upswing sales-wise to start with, but they're really hitting it in the American-made segment, which is really nice. And I think they're only limited by how much room they have, which they are packed in there to the gills. and how many people they can put in there because the demand is there for American-made Kershaws. Second one we have is a Bel Air in a clip point configuration. So the Bel Air, since it's come out, is sold like gangbusters. What makes this one unique is it has micarta handles and a clip point blade on it. So this one is really stylish, really good looking. The action on these has been just incredible. MagnaCut blade steel, who doesn't like that? 7 1/4 inches overall, 3.05 inch blade length. We have this one priced at $159.99. At $160, you are getting a ton of knife here. MagnaCut, US made, micarta, a lot of boxes checked. And then finishing it up, we do have a foreign made one. This will be the Remnant, selling it at $76.99, 7.6 inch overall length, 3.25 inch blade length, D2 steel, made in China. This one's fun because it is a button lock manual. Don't see tons and tons of those, always. Good looking knife. Anodized, bronze anodized spacers kind of give it a little pop. Nice G10, again, button lock manual. Nice price point, $76.99. Okay, next one I have are some products that will be dropping soon. These come to us from Olamic Cultery in California. The models will be, I have to show off anyway, 3 of the Wayfarer 247s and then one of the new Auto Auras. This is the first one of the Auto Auras that we've got in. The Wayfarers run $645 to $946. The Auto Aura is at $795. So since that Auto Aura is brand new, we'll start with that one. And so this one, 8.5 inches overall, 3.5 inch blade of 20, made of 20 CV. These drop 5/27/25 at 10 a.m. So May 27th, 10 a.m. Central Time. And again, this knife is called the Auto Aura, A-U-R-A, from Olamic. Real nice titanium handles, anodized titanium hardware, anodized titanium backspacer, titanium clip. Price point again, this one you're at $795. Great opening action. Beautiful blade, beautiful knife. 20 CV steel. Check it out on the 27th at 10 a.m. And then I have 3 really pretty knives from Olamic, and these are the Wayfarer 24/7, arguably their best seller, if not the best, one of the best. These are the top one here. This one is going to be in CTS XHP. The others are S90V, so great blade steel in all of them. These are flippers. They do some with some really crazy compound grinds like this one, which also has a Damascus inlay, titanium clip, again S90V, blade length 3.5 inches, 8 inches overall. More traditional grind on this one with a really cool inlay on it. And then finally this really amazing piece, I think, which, try and get the detail on this. This knife's about as pretty as they come. Really cool hand texturing, awesome anodization, and again, great action. Really cool compound grind on it. This one is definitely a showstopper and one that your friends would be wowed by without a question. Check out these, dropping $527 from Olamic Cultery. Available tomorrow, the 24th. This one will be dropping. This is a Heretic Pariah, and this one is a manual, so manual button lock, MagnaCut steel, and of course it is in their amazingly done cell shaded Cerakote. These have, every time we've got them in, they've sold basically instantly. In person, I mean, when you see pictures of these, they look like, hey, has this been put through an Instagram filter, or what kind of phoniness is this? But then you see them in real life and you realize, no, this is exactly how they are. I'm not sure what kind of sorcery they use to do this, but they are absolutely amazing. The blades are so cool, I think. They just look like a cartoon drawing. MagnaCut steel, so it's going to hold a good edge. Going to resharpen easily if you do end up using it. Size-wise, 8.93 inches overall, 5.16 inch closed, blade length 3.77 inches, stock thickness 180 thou of MagnaCut, hand painted in Cerakote, hand Cerakoted, made in the U.S. down in Vero Beach, Florida, by the fine folks over at Heretic Knives. And again, this one is a button lock manual. Beautiful knife, check it out. Who doesn't like practicality? And this knife is as practical as they come. Whether you need it to put the peanut butter on your peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or if you need to defend yourself. Kidding aside, what a cool piece. I definitely own one of these myself. I like unique, fun things, and when it comes to unique and fun, this is about as good as it gets. These always sell well. US made by the fine folks at RMJ Tactical down in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Leather work done by their sister company, Chattanooga Leather Work. Always amazing quality. Well thought out, well designed. So not only leather that looks good, but their carry options are always on point. So if you do decide to carry this item, you can definitely do it. Check your local listings to see if it is legal to carry or own. I think there's probably almost nowhere that you should carry this, but own and show your buddies. Still check it, because this one checks a lot of boxes, right? I mean, there's a lot going on here, but very cool. All kidding aside, nobody's going to carry this thing. This is to show your friends and to have a really cool piece of military history, really. Very unique, the Lady Death from RMJ Tactical. The other configuration we have is the Dirty Olive configuration with kind of an old school camo inlay on the sheath. Again, the RMJ Lady Death.
Where are you off to?
Huh? I'm done.
You gotta do your outro.
Oh. Okay. Hey guys, I do appreciate you taking time out to watch this bi-weekly installment of the DLT Inside Scoop. If you found the information or the content to be informative, I should say, please give it a like. If you'd like to see more of it, please subscribe. If you have questions, please put them in the comments below.